Hello everyone, my name is Joshua with Fixed Earth Free, and we're going to do some tarot cards. Today I'm feeling locked in, angry, happy, I don't really know. We're going to pull a card, and we're going to learn about that card by pulling other cards that are going to guide us into its meaning. So let's do that, shall we? Six of Cups. For the Six of Cups, there's an aspect here of community, sharing. I always get sharing because, I mean, it's very obvious that this one child is handing another child something, sharing it with her. But there's a lot of nuance here. It's not just sharing. It is living in a place that is safe enough, or being in a place that is safe enough where you have enough things blooming, enough good that is protected, and within this safe space, these children alone on the street can share with one another and are not living in a state of fear. They can openly express and share with one another. Being in the Suit of Cups, this is a watery, emotional card. It is a card that I'm getting safety. This figure walking in the back, a guard with a spear. The streets are patrolled. These guys are fine. You know what I mean? It is a place of safety. It is a place of plenty. Every one of these cups is blooming with a star-shaped flower. Going back to the star card, there's this feeling of nourishment. And so when these emotions are safe, when a person is in a place where they feel emotionally safe enough, things begin to sprout and grow and bloom, and there's a nourishing effect that takes place not only within themselves but on those around them. You're not only do you possess this safety and this emotional expression, but you share it with others. That's the important aspect here. It's on a pedestal for everyone to see. It's being freely given. It's in abundance, right? This feeling of emotional safety and peace. What do we put above the Six of Cups? The Nine of Cups. We remember him, don't we? If you've been watching my videos in the past. It's very interesting. When I mentioned this one being on a pedestal, I thought of the Nine of Cups specifically, because it's the very thing that's expressed here. This is what I feel. There's an open expression of emotion that there's not a place of fear that makes him feel as if he needs to hide these. I don't know what he's got going on under that tablecloth, but he's showing all of this very freely. And there's this feeling of this safety allows this free, true expression of what lies underneath, right? These emotions that one might keep cooped up within, they are able to be expressed and shown openly, freely. What are we going to put below this one? This is really interesting. With the state of mind that I've been in today, I didn't expect to get this. I expected to like be chastised and told to chill out. But instead, I feel comfortable expressing my emotions. I feel as if I'm in a place where I can share with you the way that I'm truly feeling and not be kicked out, but experience growth from. So that's interesting. It's actually really heartwarming. We've got the Three of Pentacles reversed that we're going to set below this. Okay, so this is interesting. This is not what I typically get from the Three of Pentacles. In this reading, these, I'm sorry, it's really hitting me emotionally. These people have a certain expectation of this worker. If you notice here, that they are holding this blueprint and they are watching him, and in this context, I'm going to say that they're even judging and questioning what he's doing. Is it enough? Is it the right thing that he's doing? Here, like I said last video, I don't necessarily want to take every reversal as not the thing that it is upright. So it might not even be the lack of that happening, but it, like, I think indicates that it goes over the top or underneath, that it doesn't hit. That is not to say that this worker should just screw around and not do the things that he's supposed to do, but that does mean that whatever aspect of this, whether it be real or illusory, whatever aspect of this where these people are putting this pressure on this worker, whether or not it's true or illusory, it's missing. It's not affecting this. So let's back out of my personal life for just a moment and try to understand how this teaches us about the Six of Cups. And what I'm seeing here, it's not about whether or not this is happening. It's not about whether or not it's real or illusory. It's actually about the fact that you can set yourself free from the This is so good, dude. I'm sorry. It's you can set yourself free from the expectations of other people. Not about work, not about home, not about any one particular thing. Whether it be by doing this, or as a result of this, you get this, you set yourself free from the expectations of others, and there is growth, there is freedom. How are you going to get the best work out of this guy? How are we going to get the Eight of Pentacles out of him? Not by hounding him, not by making him feel as if he's not doing his work properly. And again, this is not related to my work in particular. This is the world. It is by ensuring that this person feels emotional safety and emotional freedom and is able to be true with themselves. Now, that's not to say that others should babysit us into this state, because that's kind of counter to the point of this. This is not saying that these guys are just going to be like, oh, it's okay, whatever, but rather that you set yourself free from the expectations of others. If you are pleased with what you are doing in whatever arena of your life, if you feel within your heart of hearts that you're doing the right thing, the best you can do, giving it your all, you're going to set yourself free from the expectations of others, because typically we latch on to other people to make us feel a certain way when we don't feel that way about ourselves. So we give that work to others, the work that we should be doing inside. I don't know how this guy feels about himself. Anyway, the work that we should be doing inside, instead of doing it for ourselves, we manufacture experiences where other people can do it for us. So being free from these expectations of other people is where this safety and this peace and this sharing and this open love and emotional expression, not just love, every emotional expression is safe to blossom. What's going to go to the left? Temperance, balance, self-awareness. The sun symbol, the symbol for the sun on his forehead here, it's very Archangel Michael, isn't it? There's equanimity. There is the Trinity within the square of materiality. There is, I think, above that square, the Tetragrammaton, the Hebrew letters for Yahweh, right? Or the Hebrew letters for the name of God. There's a path toward this open, shining expression. What is that path? I think it's, in this case, yeah, this figure's eyes are closed. He's not looking without, he's looking within. He's taking and truly weighing things within himself to find the truth, rather than slapping a band-aid over something just because it's easier, faster, more pleasant. This is such a position to be in, such a North Star to be guided toward. What are we going to put to the right here? Queen of Swords. It's not a mistake that Temperance is holding 2 cups. It's not talking about just any old balance. It's emotional balance. It's taking those emotions, closing the exterior eyes, opening the third eye, and really examining the state of the self within. And that emotional balance, that mental mastery, and what would you call the Queen of Swords in this case? Not just mental mastery, but control, self-control, self-possession, especially on a mental level. The word equanimity keeps coming to my mind. I don't exactly know how it relates. If you take this action and this action, you get this. You get a path to this, let's say that, which expresses itself like the Ten of Cups. Free, open expression of emotion because you're safe in doing so. And that safety doesn't come from without. It doesn't come from something outside of yourself. It comes from within. It comes from doing the work. That safety can't be given to you by anyone. It can only be given to you by you. You have to walk the path. You have to go out and you have to go in and do the work. Then you can experience something like this. It's going to show up in your life this way. It's going to show up in your life this way. Not caring so much about what people think about you, not worrying about people pleasing, and not hiding emotions, but letting them be out in the open. I really love this reading today, guys. This is warming my heart in a big way. Let's look at this reading real quick. Again, we're looking at how it's expressed, the core issue, how it's expressed, how do we get there? And it's not just that these are the how do we get there cards, they're also the how do we maintain? What does this look like? How does it show up in our lives, right? This is how it's expressed. This is how, these are the actionable items that you can either take action to get here, or when you're here, this is what your actions look like. I think that it's a two-edged sword. Sorry, Queen, I don't mean to step on you there. It's a two-edged sword in that way. I am weirdly inspired to grab my Guardian Tarot deck and pull one card to slap onto these. I just pulled 2 off the stack with my arm. King of Wands, there's the energy control. 3 of Cups, there's the emotional celebration that you can experience. We're gonna slap those suckers down. Why not? I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my Guardian Tarot deck out of the truck. We're loving this today, guys. We are loving it. We're really diving in. Boom, 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 boom. These freaky tree people cards, as I like to call them. Is that true? As I like to call them starting right this moment. Freaky tree people. You'll see what I mean. Turn back this way, son. We're gonna shuffle twice with a couple of good cuts. Haven't really done a reading with these cards, but I do pull them out and play with them from time to time because I want to understand them a little better. Oh yeah, there we go, right there. You Death. Look at death. In the traditional Rider-Waite, this deck, I get the sense from death of the phoenix. Something burns away and something's born in its place. This tree person is, of course, slowly deteriorating, withered, dying as a result of these, of this smog, this industrialization. Good Lord, the industrialization of the self, meaning that you've got to exist in this box, this box, this box, and this box. These boxes are who you are. That feeling creates a waning and a weakening of the spirit. This outcome-driven experience rather than a process-driven experience. Where does this fit in with this reading, though? What does this tell us about? Well, the antithesis, then. The antithesis to this emotional experience is chopping down the forests and replacing them with these machines that grind and grind and grind and grind and grind until all that's left is sawdust. That's not a very healthy lifestyle or availability of expression here. So what are we doing about this? Everything we just witnessed is what we're doing about this. I have now these upper left, upper right cards. I'm going to put 2 more down. We're going to go Knight of Swords. There might be a fear associated with doing work of this nature, because when you break outside of the boxes to do something new, to do something that it's not how my grandpappy did it, you may end up feeling as if you're faced up against something astronomically difficult. But going ahead and facing that and doing the work anyway is going to lead you to these good places. King of Pentacles. Without this type of safety, let's forget about without. Let's take out the negative expression. Let's give this expression. With this kind of safety, with this kind of existence, internally, emotionally, you can truly, finally be the master of the world around you. Because until you master what lies within, you cannot and will not master what lies without. You will be driven by the world around you. You will be battered and pushed to and fro. But as soon as you can reach a state of internal mastery, safety, peace, growth, a state of internal mastery, a state of internal mastery, a state of internal mastery, then we reach these places of celebration, these places where our emotions are not only allowed to be expressed, but celebrated. A place where, because what's within here is in harmony and at peace, you can actually take the reins of what's happening out here. It doesn't happen the other way around, trust me. You might, like with all your might, grab and take the reins of everything around you and pull it and hold it tight, but it's like a death battle, man. You're being pulled here and there, and it's you never feel as if you've mastered it. You might have it nailed, but you never feel the peace and rest of feeling that you're truly in control of the situation. Because that control doesn't happen from wrestling and fighting from without. That control happens by being at harmony and at peace within. Is that enough? That's enough. Interesting. I threw it on the ground. Get out of there. It's interesting that we pulled this card. It's interesting that it has such a different connotation than that of the Rider-Waite Tarot. Every time I see the Death card pull up in Rider-Waite, I'm actually kind of happy to see it because it indicates this Plutonian end of one thing so that the next thing can bloom. And this one thing I've noticed from doing my own personal work is the creation of a new Joshua is only possible with the death of the old Joshua. All right, let's put these away. Very cool. Oh, let me show you guys the current spread as is, since I updated it. Boom. Look at them beauties. I already put the Death card away in the Guardian Tarot. All right. Yeah, it's just, how is it different every time? That's so funny. Okay, so now we're gonna put these other cards away and we're gonna talk about how, I feel like we've already pretty thoroughly talked about how to bring the Six of Cups into your life. But we'll talk about it again. Probably should have left the cards out for this as a reminder, but that's okay. Look at all these freaking cards I'm putting away. Get back up there, son. How are we bringing the Six of Cups into our life? As I mentioned before, it's not, this state is not controlled by your external experience. There are people who live in the lap of luxury and are at so much internal turmoil. And then there are people who are in terrible experiences externally and they have so much peace. This is not controlled by anything outside of yourself. It is controlled in here. And if that makes you uncomfortable, as in, well, I'm seeking divine help. I'm asking God for help in this. I'm not disagreeing with you. What I did not say was, it's all on you to figure out alone. What I said is, it doesn't happen outside yourself. In the Bible, Jesus says, the kingdom of heaven is within you. This work doesn't happen externally. So how do you get here? We're going to let's make one small actionable step right now. What are you not feeling? What is that feeling that wells up inside you and you push it down, or you distract yourself with a dopamine hit from, something online? You distract yourself by burying yourself in your work. You distract yourself by some repeated mental script that you tell yourself over and over again. What is that? What is the thing that you're not feeling? Because I'll tell you, this doesn't come from trying to maintain within yourself this illusory everything's okay state of mind. This is a result of looking at what's truly going on in there, letting it be felt. Don't push back against it. Don't fight it. Feel it. If it's negative, feel it. If it's positive, feel it. I'm not saying you're going to give in to every negative thought or every negative expression. I am saying that what you're going to do is be honest with yourself about what's going on in here. Honesty is a light that cuts through the shadow. If you can just be honest with yourself, it's going to cut through all of that dark, oppressive feeling that's going on inside of you, and you're going to start to feel that safety. You're going to start to feel that love, that harmony, that growth. Even in the presence of negative emotions, you're going to start to feel peace. And with that peace, these things don't batter you around so much. You can actually pick them up and hold them, and you get to choose what to do with them. Wouldn't that be nice? So that's how we're gonna bring the Six of Cups into our life. That's all I got for you, man. It's been a pleasant time, as always. I thoroughly enjoy doing these readings, making these videos, and And I hope that you guys all have a wonderful day. And more than that, I hope that you get out of here.